Welcome back to Reddit Story Time. Today we have three incredible stories. Let's dive right in.
Story number 1. I don't pry anymore when patients lie about their symptoms. A small-town doctor known for her gentle bedside manner meets the one patient who changes everything she believes about science, medicine, and what might be hiding in plain sight. The young man walks into her office anxious, hiding under a hoodie, refusing to let her examine him properly. He says his stepfather is waiting in the car but will not come inside. When the doctor finally gets her stethoscope against his chest, she hears something impossible. Hollow ribs, no heartbeat, nothing, and his skin is not warm. It is pulling heat away from her hands like a cold sink, like something dead that somehow still moves. Then she notices the 2 wounds on his neck, dark and yellowed, and she realizes in the last second before he lunges that the smell of her rose perfume is what made him gag, because whatever this thing was hungry and her blood was close. The doctor survived barely. Her throat was torn so badly she may never speak normally again. The official story is that a patient had a mental break and attacked staff, but she knows the truth. The thing that sat in her exam room was not human. It wore the skin of a young man and it fed on her. And the worst part, she will never tell anyone the real story. She will nod along with the safe explanation because the truth is too terrifying. But now you know, and the next time someone refuses to take off their hoodie, you might wonder too.
And the verdict, sleep with the lights on.
Story number 2. My sister disappeared 8 years ago. Last night she texted me from my bedroom. Imagine inheriting the house where your sister vanished without a trace 8 years ago. No body, no note. Her bedroom window was locked from the inside. The front door never opened. The police searched 3 times and found nothing. Everyone gave up except your mother, who kept that bedroom exactly as it was until the day she died. Now the house is yours, and for the first few months nothing happens. Then at 2:13 in the morning your phone buzzes. It is a text from your sister's old number, a number that has been silent for 8 years. The message reads, "Do not go upstairs." You stare at it. Another message appears, "Please, I am serious." You call the number. Someone answers. Silence, then breathing, then a girl's voice whispers, "I am still in the house." You do not sleep that night. In the morning you check upstairs and everything looks normal, until you notice a photograph on the desk that was never there before. It shows your sister standing in front of the house. But behind her, in the upstairs window, there is another girl who looks exactly like her. You flip the photo over. Someone has written, "She was not the one who disappeared." Then 3 knocks come from your sister's old bedroom. You call your dead mother's number out of habit, and someone answers. An old woman's voice says, "You finally heard her." She tells you not to open that door. Then the line goes dead. You run outside and wait until sunrise. When you come back, the bedroom door is open. You know you closed it, and there is a new text. "I told you not to come upstairs." Then, but now it is too late. You look up. At the top of the stairs stands your sister, exactly 17, exactly as she looked the night she disappeared. She smiles. She points behind you. You turn around. There is another girl standing in the hallway. She looks exactly like you, and she is holding your phone. The one in your hand is suddenly gone.
And the verdict, do not go upstairs.
Story number 3. The last night I spent with my wife, I'm not even sure it was her. A man describes the ordinary, loving marriage that slowly curdled into something unrecognizable, and the night he realized his wife might not have been his wife at all. He married her at 26. She was 29, selfless, motivating, the kind of person who made you believe you could become whoever you wanted to be. She had moved upstate to start fresh, leaving behind a toxic relationship with her children's father. They worked opposite shifts. She worked mornings, he worked nights at the airport. They texted all day and FaceTimed whenever they could. One night she decided to stay late for overtime because they were behind on bills. He had about 30 minutes left on his shift, so he called her. She did not answer. That was unusual, but not alarming. Her workplace closed at 10, and she was usually done wrapping up before he even got off work. He drove home, parked next to her car, and went inside. Something was off. The small habits were wrong. The way she spoke, the rhythm of her sentences, the little things only someone who lived with you every day would notice. She looked like his wife. She sounded like his wife. But the more he watched, the more he felt that the person wearing her face was performing a role, mimicking a woman they had studied but never truly been. He lay awake that night beside her, afraid to close his eyes, afraid that if he fell asleep he might wake up next to something that had never been human at all. He never tells us what happened next. He just says, "The last night I spent with my wife, I am not even sure it was her." And that sentence, more than any monster or ghost, is the scariest part of all.
And the verdict, check who's in bed with you.
That's all for today. If you enjoyed these stories, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more. See you next time.